and you look at the woman lying beside you, do you like what you see? When you come back home from work and your wife is back home before you, or she didn't go to work, and you knock the door, she opens the door, do you like what you see? Today, husbands, we are going to talk about a kind of love that is very, very important in the home. If you don't have this kind of love we're going to be addressing today, no wife, no woman will think you love her. No matter her temperament, no matter her disposition, so far as this kind of love is lacking in a home, there is no way you can convince your wife that you love her. My name is Dr. Beatrice Tembi, and I'm welcoming you to today's edition of the Counselor's Desk. What I'm about to talk today on is affectionate love. We have talked on companionship love. We have talked on compassionate love. Today we are talking on affectionate love. If you go to the dictionary, English dictionary, all the dictionaries are used. They have similar words to describe affection. Words like liking, fondness, caring, attachment, kindness, tenderness. I have a feeling that all of these words are feminine, or they depict feminism. English by Oxford Dictionaries defined affection this way: a gentle feeling of fondness or likeness. A gentle feeling of fondness or likeness. This kind of love is very, very important to a woman. Last episode I told you how many women grow up not liking themselves. Now, if a woman comes into a marital home and the husband starts not liking her, it will totally destroy her. Now, how can you show affectionate love to your wife? Simple. 1, open admiration. That's the first one. Admiration which is not hidden, which is not in your heart or in your mind. Don't just glance at her, admire something about her, and keep quiet about it. She wouldn't know. You've got to be open about your admiration of her. Okay? First of all, notice her. I know of some men, some husbands, who will not notice the great things about their wives, but will always complain about the things that are not good. For example, if your wife goes out there and does her hair, braids her hair, or something like that, and come and walks into the house, and you look at her and continue reading whatever you were reading, or continue watching whatever you were watching, in your mind you may say, oh, that's nice, in your heart. But if you don't tell her that, baby, or whatever you call her, wow, your hair is great. If you don't tell her that, you are depriving her of affectionate love. And the worst is if you don't notice her, you don't notice it. But then when her hair is not made, when her hair is scattered, you notice that and you complain about it. Why is your hair so unkempt? Why is this? Why is that? But when she does it, you don't notice it. Hey, listen to me, husband. You are depriving your wife of affectionate love. And no matter what you do, she will think that you don't love her. Okay? So, first of all, notice her, and then open admiration. Open admiration by using words of compliments. Okay? What is it about your wife that you like? Or should I say, what is it about your wife that you still like? Still like? Because there were so many things that you liked about her when you were getting married, but now some of those things are no longer there. So what is it about her that you still like? Can you please tell her? Hello? Can you please tell her? Now, listen. If I like this candle stand, because I like it, I used to just sit and look at it and touch it. I like it, so I used to just do this to this candle stand. Every now and then. Now, if you like your wife, the part of her that you like, you always like to fondle it, okay? You like her hair, then why don't you touch it? Why don't you run your fingers through her hair? What do you like about her? Touch it. There must be this attachment, as the dictionary definition puts it. You must like to be close to your wife. Touching her, touching her. I don't know how else to put it. If you are happy with, if you like something, that thing gives you happiness. And how do you express happiness? Smiling. Are you happy when you are with your wife? Do you look at her and just smile? Does her body please you? Can you hum away at a tune when your wife is around? Hum away at a tune. Do you like being near her? The little things that make her know that you like her are the things that show affectionate love. Well, if you like her, you would like to be near her, okay? Let me tell you how I know when a man has affectionate love towards his wife. When the wife gets into the kitchen, the man will somehow find a way to be there to do something. That happens between me and my husband a lot. When she goes to the living room, and all the time they are conversing, they are talking, somehow he will find himself there too talking. At times she will move to the bedroom to do something. He too will just come there and start touching something. It looks like he's just it's just all around her, and conversation flows. Laughter, there is laughter, there is joy, there is happiness. That is affectionate love. It is this kind of love that makes some people accuse wives that they have used some kind of charm on their husbands. The man's sister can just come and watch you people. The man is, when you are there, when you are there, your husband is there. When you are there, he follows you. His sister can just look at it and say, that lady is charming my husband with using some means to charm him. No, the husband just loves his wife affectionately. Okay? Oh, and that satisfies a woman's heart. It does. It does. Let me read to you what one doctor, we have professionals in this whole love thing. J.B. Foster, Director of Content Creation. This is what he says. He says, it is important to not let a day end without complimenting your wife's beauty. He says, don't wait for special occasions where she's dressed up. She is the one that makes her clothes look good, not the reverse. Wow. Did you get that? It's not her clothes that make her look good. She is the one that makes her clothes look good. I caught that. I hope many husbands will catch that. Okay? And then that takes me to the Bible. In the book of Songs of Solomon, chapter 4, verse 1 to 7. I'm not going to read it all to you. Verse 1 begins by saying, you are beautiful, my darling. Beautiful beyond words. You, not your clothes. To show that this husband or groom, bridegroom, means what he's saying, he talks about her eyes. Your eyes are like those. Your hair, part of her body, your teeth, your smile, your lips, your mouth. Look at the parts of the lady's body that this man is admiring openly, your neck, your breast, you are altogether beautiful, my darling. It begins with you are beautiful. He describes the parts of her body and then talks about you are beautiful at the end of this passage. Wow. Now listen. It is the woman who is beautiful, not only her clothes. You can put those same clothes on another woman, they will not make sense. Now, there's a question here, very serious question. When the changes start coming, changes on her body, what will you do? Because the changes will come. There's a story I heard when I was a girl, we were in church. I think the pastor of that church gave us this story. He said a man went up to a pastor, a minister, and complained. He said, pastor, please pastor, listen to me. Some years ago, I got married to a tall, slim, beautiful girl. Today, I have a small elephant in my house. Can you imagine? Changes have come, or changes had come. And the man didn't know what to do about it. He only knew how to describe it in the most ridiculous way. I've told you in one other episode about the leader in our church who called his wife a fat lump of fufu to me. Just because I went to his house to help his wife do some work. Listen, when the changes start happening in your wife's body, because they will happen, you need to be very careful with words. What you need to do is to help her overcome those changes. If she's putting on weight and you don't want it, you don't need to run your mouth in a kind of way that would just cause her psychological trauma. You need to tell her that, baby, you know, when you were 58 or 60, I don't know, no, kilograms, I don't know about pounds. I mean, it was wonderful. Why don't we work at you getting back to that weight? Okay? You need to help her. Whatever will take to bring her back to how she was, you need to help her do it without being so unloving. This wife is yours. You can't do without her. You are incomplete without her. You married her and you said for better or for worse. So right now, it's not a matter of ridiculing her or starving her of affectionate love. It is a matter of working together with her to bring her back to what you want. By the way, you may not know it, but she may be feeling very, very bad about the changes in her body. And guess what? You are the cause of many of those changes. You and your children that she's bearing. Her breasts were not the way you married her. You and your children brought them down. Yes, you and your children brought those breasts down. So you need to claim some responsibility too for the changes that are taking place in your wife's body and help her. Somebody made a statement which is very interesting. He says, when the only thing you value in a woman is something that fades over time, then you have a problem. If the only thing you value in a woman is something that fades over time, then you have a problem. Because one day her jaws are bound to sag. Some wrinkles are bound to come up here. Some are bound wrinkles to come up here. I remember the young man who looked at his mother's face and said, "Mommy, your face is like that of a sun. You know, I see rays, sun rays around your mouth." When those sun rays around the mouth come, when those changes on the weight come, what do? So the only thing you can admire about your wife is something that's about to fade over time? Well, young man, as the husband of the home, you're supposed to maintain love in that home, okay? Do everything you can to provide your wife affectionate love. Don't forget, it is inevitable. It is important. She can't do without it. Don't forget, be fond of her, so you move around with her. You like her presence. Don't forget attachment, close to her. Don't forget kindness and tenderness. Don't forget open admiration. Don't forget being happy in her presence, singing a song, humming a tune. Don't forget telling her about what you like about her body. That will be affectionate love. So, see you next edition or next episode. Don't forget to subscribe and share it with friends. God bless you.